Well, so that's what I mean about wisdom poverty. There's a poverty of wisdom with reference to that case of Charlie Hebdo. Where has it led? Somebody made a cartoon in the name of freedom of expression, and somebody else retaliated, murdered in the name of being offensive to that community or that person. So this somebody's freedom of expression sounded offensive to somebody else. Now, where does the freedom of expression stop, and what is your right to feel offended for everything? So these are questions that needs a deep scrutiny and analysis. We have to dissect it threadbare. Where is the source of this hatred, this anger, this rage, this fury, this revenge? So these are not the five words. Hate, revenge, fury, rage, and anger is not the five words that will lead you to harmony and tranquility. Now, Indian civilization, they train people to do meditations and breathing techniques, and the word yoga. Multiple kind of breathing techniques allow you to tame your restless mind. And once you're tamed your restless mind, then you are ready for meditations. And meditations brings you insights. It gives you insights into the mind to neutralize the mind to make it very tranquil and very harmonious. That leads to innovations and further vitality and vigor and further many benefits. But in France, what's happening? It's about reciprocation. That somebody had a sense of freedom of expression and somebody felt offended. Then they came and murdered many workers of that company called Charlie Hebdo. And then few years later, another professor talked about it, and a person from Chechnya came and beheaded this professor. So it goes on and on. Because in Indian civilization, we are blessed with a word called reflection, resonance, and response. This reflection, resonance, and response allows you to go deep into a subject and study it from another dimension which is simply out of reactions. So this expression, the right to express yourself, the right of self-expressions, whether it's linguistic or behavioral or body language or whatever, the right to express, and then the right to feel offended, and that continues tit for tat. And somebody does this and somebody does that back to him, and they reciprocate, they react. Now, where is it going to stop? And where is the source? The source is definitely a single book, maybe. And then one has to look into that book that gives them this kind of urge to go murder. So, in Indian civilization, there are multiple number of books for reference. And therefore, they bring out a word called reflection, resonance, and response. So reflection means there is a source that divides itself into two, and one becomes a opposition and the other becomes a reflection. So knowing that it's all a reflection of the source, in multiple ways it appears to be. So this very deep science is available only in Indian civilization, and one has to do this by learning the practices of breathing techniques and meditations to get the insight. So verbally, we have to understand the word called resonance, reflections, and response, and also know the limitation of this kind of reactions. Now I heard that Turkey, Pakistan, and many Arabian Gulf countries and many other countries around the world may ban the products manufactured in France. The goods from France will be banned in certain supermarkets and shops and retail outlets, because that is the way they retaliate. They react to Macron's decision to project the same cartoon on two government buildings in France. So how does the other side, they reciprocate? How do they retaliate? By not buying any products made in France. So how long is it going to go on? Further is going to get polarized, further is going to get isolated, because not knowing that the source from where these reflections begin, the source from where this resonance begin, and the source where these responses begin. So one has to scrutinize these events further in context of Indian civilization to come out with harmony and tranquility. There's bound to be a shadow. If you project a light on an object, there's bound to be a shadow. There is going to be a reaction, which is a shadow. So you cannot defeat a shadow. You have to understand where is the source of light to be able to defeat or neutralize the shadow. So simply reacting to neutralize, to destabilize the shadow may be futile. So therefore, welcome to Indian civilization. Learn the techniques of breathing and meditations as in civilization of India, and then perhaps you can graduate out of this culture of reaction for everything, whether it's freedom of expression, or whether it is feeling offensive, because end of the day, we need harmony and tranquility. We need to get out of this don't get locked into this urgency to react to something which you claim to be offensive, or don't be very urgent to express your freedom of expression, so in a way that the shadow will remain. So we need to understand a shadowless actions, or an action that understands that about a mirror, how it reflects the source. So these are very high-ended discussions, because civilization of India has that potential to go very deep into the science, which may just not be visible to you yet, known to you yet, which is not manifested and tangible as in our perception. So understand the word reflection, resonance and response in such cases, and don't get locked into a tit for tat all the time in reactions and reciprocations. We need to unlock it, open up to know the richness of Indian civilization, to eliminate the wisdom poverty in the world. Enjoy the education of wisdom.